Welcome into the Heat Report by Chat Sports. I am your host, Nic Rohloff, and on this 4th of July, we have a nice little Damian Lillard trade update for you guys. We have something from Portland and something from Brooklyn, who is heavily rumored to be that third team in this deal, so there is a lot to get to. Before we dive in, just want to make sure you guys hit that sub button. It's the 4th of July. Hopefully you guys are having a good time with some family, with some friends, grilling out, partying, celebrating, and getting up to date on your latest Miami Heat news and rumors. And the coverage will never stop, no matter what day it is. So hit that sub button. If I'm at home, I'm at the office, I will always have you guys updated on the Miami Heat and everything that is going on with this Damian Lillard saga, so make sure you hit that sub button. All right, so let's jump into what Portland's kind of update is, and as I've stated throughout this, Adrian Wojnarowski of ESPN has reported this, so as I have been telling you guys, this is always coming from the Portland Trail Blazers, and this one makes sense because it is a report that the Blazers are not happy with the Miami Heat's offer, and there's a couple thoughts I have behind this, and number one is, why would they be happy with what the Heat are offering? This is the Miami Heat's first offer. Why would the Heat offer the farm right away? I mean, how often do deals get done with the first offer being made? Probably never. So it is to me not surprising that the Blazers would not like what the Heat are offering, because they're not going to overplay their hand and seem desperate. They're going to lowball. They're going to say no. They're going to say we need that, and then they're going to say the Miami's going to say we don't know if we want to give that. And it's just going to be a back and forth. So it is obvious to me that the Heat aren't going to send their best package right away. And there's also another report that a sticking point in this negotiation deal could be the fact that the Heat do not want to include Caleb Martin, which to me, I kind of agreed with at first, right? Like a week or two ago, I saw that in a potential Dame package, the Heat would not or be reluctant to give up Caleb Martin, and I was like, I kind of understand that. 2 years, $14 million left on that contract, almost won Eastern Conference Finals MVP this past postseason. He's really good. He's the perfect role player on a very team-friendly contract. I'd understand why Miami wouldn't want to give him up, because you're going to need decent role players alongside a potential big three of Dame, Jimmy, and Bam, and Caleb Martin would be able to do that and be that perfect role player on a cheap contract. So it made sense to me. Now, on the other hand, I actually think I would throw him in the deal if it is absolutely necessary. Caleb Martin's a fantastic basketball player, no doubt about it. But I think you can find other players on the vet min. Like Josh Richardson and Thomas Bryant were two perfect additions to this Miami Heat roster, and they both came on the veteran min. And I actually think, this could be a hot take, maybe not. I'm a fan of Rook too. Josh Richardson returning. I think he could give you the exact same production that Caleb Martin gave you this past season. Could he play the four? Probably not, but he's going to be able to be that guy that comes off the bench, high energy, good defender, that could play above the rim and knock down threes. I think Josh Richardson, him returning, is much of a bigger impact than Heat fans realize, and actually NBA fans as well. He already has a comfortability in the system. He's returning. He's a better basketball player than he was when he left Miami in the Jimmy Butler sign and trade. I think Josh Richardson is going to make a massive impact on this Heat roster, and him joining this team is why I'm fine letting Caleb Martin go somewhere, whether it be to Brooklyn or Portland, in a 3-team deal. So I am okay with that. And I'll ask you guys this in the comment section. Would you trade Caleb Martin in a potential Damian Lillard trade? Type Y for yes, type N for no. Let me know down in the comments section. Another part of this update is the fact Tyler Herro will not be going to the Portland Trail Blazers. It is all but confirmed that in this deal, he is not going to Portland. He is going somewhere. Whether it be a third team in Brooklyn, whether it be a fourth team in the San Antonio Spurs, if this becomes one mega deal. But there is no way he is going to the Portland Trail Blazers. There is too much smoke. There's too much fire around Portland not being okay with accepting Tyler Herro. I've said this over and over again. It makes too much sense for them to say no to Tyler Herro when you already have Shaden Sharp, Scoot Henderson, and Anthony Simons. You don't need another 20-year-old or 20-point-per-game scorer clogging up that system. So it makes sense for me. Could he go to Brooklyn? Could he go to San Antonio? I see the pluses and minuses for both squads. I think San Antonio makes the most sense, but Brooklyn seems the most eager to jump into a deal. And I think it is more likely that he goes to Brooklyn than San Antonio, even though I think the Spurs are a better fit. Now let's look at something updated through the Brooklyn Nets lens of this potential three-team deal. And it came out this morning, according to Greg Sylvander, that they are very keyed in on getting rid of Ben Simmons in this deal. And that's kind of going to clog some things up for a couple of reasons here. Reason number one, dude sucks. Reason number two, he's getting paid $40 million and he still has 2 years left. So it's not a 1 year expiring contract. He has 2 years left on his deal. So Ben Simmons is going to maybe create some difficulties in getting this deal done. Now, it has also been reported that Miami and Portland has expressed no interest in acquiring Ben Simmons. And that makes sense from Miami's side, right? Ben Simmons getting paid $40 million. What is Damian Lillard getting paid? $43 million. So that's $83 million coming in, and if you want to match this salary to make the trade work, you're now going to have to get rid of Lowry, Herro, and Duncan, and that's still not even the matching salaries. That would be very close, but I think you would still have to add in more players, whether it be Caleb Martin, Nikola Jovic, Jaime Jaquez. But Duncan, Herro, and Lowry would all be going somewhere and if they acquired Ben Simmons, because he's getting paid a shit ton of money. And if you just look at this Heat's payroll, if that is the case, they'll now have four players getting paid damn near $40 million. You're going to have, obviously, Dame. You'd have the Ben Simmons contract as mentioned. Jimmy Butler's max contract is kicking in, his extension. And then Bam, just under that, because he got paid $5 for $167 a couple years ago when he signed that max rookie extension. But that is 4 players that is getting paid more than $34 million. And as long as Mickey Arrison's okay with it, I guess I would take the shot on Ben Simmons. It does clog up your roster. And outside of those 4 guys now, including Ben Simmons, you would quite literally only have rookie contracts and the vet min. So it would make things a little more difficult in roster construction. But Ben Simmons is just a tough. I'm trying to wrap my head around if I would be okay with him. If there would be one team in the association to potentially fix Ben Simmons and have him return to his rookie of the year form when he was actually really good in Philadelphia, averaging 15 a night with 7 boards and 7 assists and playing all NBA defense, I think it would be Miami, but I don't know what his role would be. Would he be the 6th man? Would he be the starting power forward? Like, that is a nasty front court of shooting when you look at Jimmy, Ben, and Bam. There is 0 shooting. There's none. From the three-point line, obviously Jimmy can do it in the postseason, but during the regular season, the spacing would be horrific, and Ben Simmons was always the best when he was facilitating and playmaking, but you would also have Damian Lillard in the situation, so you don't need him to playmake. It is a lot of rumors out there, a lot of chaos when it comes to the Damian Lillard saga. Where is Ben Simmons going to go if he does get dealt in this deal? Is Dame finally going to come to Miami? I'll say this, there's been a lot of reports that still reiterate the fact that Damian Lillard only wants to play for the Miami Heat. Shams said it yesterday or in the early afternoon. He then doubled down on it with his TV show in the late afternoon, saying that he is only going to play for the Miami Heat or he only wants to play for the Heat. So it still feels like Miami's in the clear driver's seat. Other teams have been monitoring. Saw a report that the Clippers, even though they've re-signed Russell Westbrook, are still very much interested in Damian Lillard and James Harden. I don't know what they could potentially even offer for Dame. I don't think they can unless they throw in Paul George or Kawhi Leonard, but why would they do that? So I feel like there is not really too much competition for Miami as much as Portland and Woj would like to make you think there is. I think it will be Miami. It's just going to be tough to finally push this deal across the finish line, whether it be a 3-team deal with Brooklyn or a 4-team deal that makes it a mega deal. It is going to be a chaotic next couple weeks when it comes to the Damian Lillard trade saga, and that is why you subscribe. Mentioned it earlier in the show, but hit that sub button so you'll never miss out on any Miami Heat news, rumors, Damian Lillard trade rumors. It is all on tap for you here at the Heat Report. So go enjoy your 4th of July. And if you love America, Spam fours down in the comment section. Let me know if you guys love the United States. Sorry, guys, just had to get that quick little fun question in there.